Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Draft Day Sports Pro Basketball 2024. In the last video, we played the first 12 games of Season 2, and we're 6-6 so far, which is better than last season. Sometimes that's all you can ask for. So I've been fairly pleased with. I'm fairly pleased with that, going 6-6. It's kind of what I expected us to be a little bit better than last season. I do think I may try to increase the pace a little bit because our defense is doing rather well, but our offense we're 27th in the league in scoring. So I'm going to try to up the pace a little bit. May even try to do 7 seconds offense just to see maybe that'll help us on the offensive side of the ball. And once again, I keep clicking that. Every time I want to go to my office, I click the wrong button. Going to up the pace a little bit. I'm up a couple of notches. And also going to change the strategy. I want to keep man-to-man because I'm loving what my defense is doing. I'm not liking what my offense is doing too much. So I'm going to go to 7 seconds and see if that helps increase my scoring. I'm going to try to do another dozen games or so. It's a little bit late. I meant to post a video earlier, but slept in. And then when Kentucky plays, it takes up my whole day because I got to listen to the pregame show stuff. And speaking of Kentucky, by the way, they just had an awesome game against North Carolina in which they won 87-83, I think the final score was. Yeah, if you're watching this, you might not even care. But if you love basketball, especially if you're a Kentucky fan, if you're a Kentucky fan, you probably watched the game. But even if you don't like either team, but you like college basketball, I mean, I might be saying this because Kentucky won, but I feel like it was one of the best college basketball games I've seen this season for sure. Uh, Maybe even the last 2 or 3 seasons. It was an awesome game. Anyway, I want to jump right into this. Go ahead and play against the Twisters. Going to make sure that my lineup is set the way I want it to be set. And yeah, I think I set this up before I turned off last night's video. And playing against the Twisters. Let's go ahead and simulate this game. And we won this game. So far, the 7 seconds is 1-0. And upping the pace is 1-0. We'll see how it goes. I'll just lower it right back down if it doesn't play out how I want it to. Got the Royals here next. And actually, our offense went down a notch. Our defense went up a notch. I'm loving our defense. This is the morale went from good to okay, though, that last game. That's a little strange. Again, Colin he's got a sprained toe. I think Colin, if I remember right, was kind of clashing with the coach. We looked at that in the last video. Let's make sure the depth chart is as it should be. Yeah, Colin's still out down here. Let's flip that all around. I don't think anything really changed too much, though. All right, Outlaws and Royals. Almost click this play daily draft. I think this is like you can do a fantasy league of the league itself and do like draft players who are playing that day and do like a fantasy game sort of on the side, which is a cool feature. I don't know if it's something I would really jump into. I feel like there's enough going on with just playing the game, but it is kind of a cool feature. Okay, lost this game. I think our scoring's actually been a little bit worse in the first two games since trying to speed things up. Still going to keep it this way for a while, especially try to run some games like this once Cullen gets back. That way we'll know the full impact of what playing a faster offense has on our team. Definitely need to improve our scoring. Okay, so we got the waves here. And everybody is healthy. So let's put Cullen back in the start. Part of me thought about putting Richardson as the sixth man. Put McCleary there. Maybe I should do that. Clearly barely plays if you do that, though. I think Richardson is a better player. I don't know. I mean, McCleary's getting 16 a game. Forget it. Let's go ahead and put it back like it was. That way they both get some, Richardson at least gets 10 minutes this way and McCleary gets 12. I like it a little bit better like that. Let's run this game. Sheesh. Scoring's getting worse. Well, let's simulate this day. Maybe I'll bump it back up to balanced. Or change the strategy to balanced. I don't think we want to try grind. We would score even less. Well, I mean, I guess in a way, if you did do the grind and your field goal percentage went up, you might score about the same. I did change that to balanced, right? Yeah, I'm too OCD sometimes. I have to double check. Oh, we have invalid roster settings. I bet I'm trying to start an injured player and it's not going through for me. Yeah, Cullen. You come back one game and they got injured again? No, don't put Cullen at the 4. All right. We'll keep the offensive pace up, but stay at a balanced offensive. And we're still losing. Let's keep. What's that? REO Speedwagon song. Keep pushing on. All right. Got the Commodores. Play this game. And we're starting to lose games. Gosh, maybe I should turn the pace back down. Okay, let's see. Here's your job security, by the way. I've never pointed that out, but we're very secure right now. We basically matched what the owner has expected of us in terms of using money. He does expect us to make the playoffs. I don't know that that will happen. He doesn't have any roster demands. Sometimes owners will want you to hang on to a player, but you know, he seems like a pretty laid-back owner, which isn't always the case. That's one thing we looked out on. And once again, invalid roster settings. Yeah, because Bennett is injured. All right. We lost 4 in a row. We won this game. So maybe we keep the pace slow. Maybe they play better that way. Maybe I just have to deal with not having a very high-scoring team. Which, as I said in the last video, as long as you're winning games, I don't care if we score 80 points a game as long as you're winning games. Again, let's check the depth chart. Did I just see that it said morale is low? Let's flip these around. Cullen's back. Bennett's back. I wanted to check real quick, though. The dashboard. Yeah, morale's low now. What's going on? Man, almost all the guards are upset. Well, you would think the big men would be more upset because they're the three that's kind of pretty good and battling for minutes and all that, but it's the guards that are upset. As long as Fortson is happy, and I want Cullen to be happy, those are the two I'm most concerned about keeping out of the guards. The rest of them, I feel like are expendable. Okay, game number 19 here on November 26th. Let's play this game against the Peaks. We had another loss. No injured players in this game. Again, defense is 3rd in the league. Offense is 29th in the league. So definitely a defensive team. Everybody is healthy. That's very happy about that. If we tried to do post scoring, I don't think it would work out too good. Even though I think Bennett really thrives in the man-to-man defense, and he's definitely an excellent rebounder. So I'm glad I got the rebounding turned up. I think that's one reason our defense is so good. but I don't know that he would thrive in a post-focused offense because he's not really a scorer. Fortson is our best scorer. His scoring rating is a 90. So he averages like 24 points a game. So maybe the key to having the team score more points is to find some kind of offensive system that Aaron Fortson can run well in and score more points. But 7 seconds wasn't cutting it. I feel like if, as I said, if we could just, I don't know if I want to do perimeter focus because I don't think we're good enough at shooting threes to do a perimeter focus. Let's try to do pace and space and see how that works. Got the Bison up next against Brandon Sullivan. I almost said Kevin Sullivan of WCW fandom back in the 90s. Okay, so we won that game using pace and space. And we scored 115 points. That's better than our average. Fortson had 22. Bennett had 16. Ramsey had 21. And Barnes had 16. Lopez with 12 points off the bench. McCleary with 15 off the bench. Okay. Maybe we stick with the pace and space with man-to-man defense. Maybe that's the key. And we got the Moose here, and they're not very good. They're 3-18, so hopefully we win this game. We have one injured player. It's Asani, and he's down here at the bottom anyway, so I'm not even going to bother with shuffling the lineup. Let's just play it the way it is. And we won by 20. Maybe pace and space is the key to our offense. Man-to-man defense is working out really well, as I said. Aaron Fortson with 24 points, 8 assists, 4 rebounds, 2 steals. Player of the game once again. Lopez, again, a dozen points off the bench. Cleary with 15. Ramsey with 15. Lopez has been scoring more points than Cole in the last couple of games in these 2 wins. And we're about to get into December. No games on this day. Okay, so we got the Blues here. Hill is out with a sprained wrist. We're actually the favorite in this game. So make sure we got the lineup that we want. Make sure Hill's down in there. Back up here. Almost back to 500 record. If we can win this game, we will be 11-11. We lost this game. 10-12. I'll do 2 more games. Oh, we'll get to 24. Seems like We're still getting injuries, but it's not as bad as last season. Not quite as bad. No injured players for this game against the Royals. So Hill is back. Still can't break being like 28th in the points per game. It's pretty bad. Okay, let's suggest this. Put Barnes back in here. Suggest matrix. All right, game 23. And another little loss. And our offense really isn't getting any better. We're still like 28th. One injured player. Oh, it's Fortson. Shoot. It's only 10 to 9 is one game. I don't want to start Lopez if start right. So next shooting guard. I don't want Lopez that far down on the bench though. What this matrix looks like. Yeah, I like that. I think that's about as good as I can want to get as far as what I want to run. Still can't quite get those offensive numbers up. Before I do this last game, I want to look real quick at the roster and just see our 3-point shooting. I mean, nobody on the team is a great 3-point shooter. Fortson, Bryant, and Ramsey, and Hill, Cleary, they're all like in the low 70s. So I don't want to try perimeter focus. And maybe that's one reason our scoring is so low, because it's very possible that most other teams have better shooters than what we have. We don't really have a lot of great shooters. We have a really good defensive team with not really any great shooters. So it may just be what it is for this team. I don't want to try perimeter focus because then we'll take a lot of threes and miss a lot of threes. So maybe staying at balanced is the best we can do. Maybe it is what it is. Let's view, okay, view ratings. Let's view bios. Okay, so that tells like the college they went to, years played, age, all that. And Colin is angry, and Wright is angry. Is he really that upset at the coach? Yeah, he doesn't have a good relationship with our coach. And that really bothers me because I really want to keep Colin. I think he could be a solid point guard. If it doesn't work out, though, I mean, you could trade him for, I don't know. We need to have a good point guard. I don't want to go back to having Lopez as our starter, even though Lopez has been playing okay. I'm going to go ahead and switch back to a balanced strategy on the offense. And I may just keep it there this season like I did last season. I don't know. I don't know how much better we can do with what we have. It might just be what it is, like I said, with our shooters. I did adjust the lineup, right? I'm positive I did. But I want to go back, make sure. Fortson is out. Yeah, I did that. Okay. Last game of the video against the Spartans. And we lost that game. So 10-14 is not great. It's probably not playoff worthy. I mean, at the end of the day, we get another lottery pick. I'm probably going to trade Richardson and try to get a lottery pick. That's mostly what I would like to get out of him. I want to check the standings real quick before we end the video. Okay, here we go. Yeah, we're on the outside looking in. About where we were last season, honestly. It's disappointing. Job security is still 100%. Anyway, I think I want to end the video here. I want to try and do another video tomorrow. Get through 36 games. So that may bleed into January. Maybe we can finish up the season in 5 or 6 videos. Can't wait till we get a good season going. When you get a team that's you built and things are flowing like they're supposed to, it's pretty rewarding. I do want to look at one more thing. Here we go, insights. I haven't looked at this much. This kind of tells each stat how you are so far in each stat so far, and we are first in blocks per game, so we have the rim protection down. Everything else is not great. I mean, field goal percentage is 9th, but the 3-point percentage is 26th, as you would expect. Our free throw shooting is poor. Our rebounding, I thought would be better, especially with Bennett starting most of the game. But so yeah, defensively, I'm satisfied. Offensively, I'm definitely not satisfied. But it is what it is. Our ratings are what they are. Our players are who they are. So just gotta keep chugging along, trying different things. Anyway, I want to end this video. Hope you all have a good one. Try to upload another one tomorrow, and we'll see you then.